Hello everyone, my name is Mark Raymond and I'm the Strategic Partnerships Manager here at Strapi, and I am joined by Prabal from Successive Digital. Prabal, please tell us a little more about yourself and Successive Digital.
Thank you, Mark. So I'm Prabal. I'm a solution architect, engineer, and head of CMS practice at Successive Digital. We are a digital transformations organization. We consult our customers on what route they have to take, not just from a technology, but also from a business point of view. And then we develop custom engineering solutions for them.
Excellent. Excellent. And how did you first hear about Strapi?
I heard about Strapi back when I was just exploring the web around 5 years back. We used to work with Strapi in its original form. That is it was being used to bootstrap APIs, and then we saw it move into the CMS world. Yeah, so previously we were just using it as a service, not for content management. Then we added it for one of our customers at their as their main content management platform because it checked all the boxes for them.
Yeah.
And that's how we became quite good and quite focused with Strapi as well, and introduced it with other customers as well.
Excellent, excellent. So you were one of the early adopters of Strapi.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
say that. Yeah,
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. And you definitely moved with the evolution of Strapi as
Yes.
moved from just
Yes.
bootstrapping API into CMS.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you were facing before when you were using other CMSs?
So when we were using other CMSs, so one of the biggest challenge was that our customers are very finicky about how they control their deployments and how they control the data. And there are not many CMS platforms that provide you with on-premise or self-hosted solutions. And if they are not as good as Strapi is. So Strapi is very mature in that area, and we do whenever we are consulting our customers, because it's our role. We have a very expensive we have a very extensive uh, we have a very extensive differentiation for them in terms of Excel sheet and data, and we have all the major CMS platforms listed, and we give them a very data driven approach of why Strapi is being selected for them. And uh, and yeah and self hosting, API driven, and ability to customize Strapi, that makes it a very good choice, because in technology you might not know what you will need 1.5 years in the future. And Strapi, because of its customization capabilities, you are not taking a very big risk when going with Strapi. So that helps to take us that decision as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And could you give us a little overview of your typical tech stack, like the kinds of platforms that you work with outside of Strapi?
So my tech stack is centered around JavaScript, back end, front end, uh, and predominantly Mern stack and any JavaScript and related technology. So Strapi fits very well in this. And when it comes to an architecture or deployment point of view, it also gets merged in quite well with the modern microservice architecture, whether it be a K8 deployment to a serverless deployment as well. So that way, Strapi gets merged into our architecture as well, quite well, and it happens with customers after customers, no longer which cloud they are using, which domain they are in. So Strapi gives them a very seamless integration.
Great, great. Glad to hear that. And another question we have for you is what's one of the success stories or big projects that you worked on in Strapi that you want to talk about?
So one of the success stories that I'm also going to share today is Yatra, which Sanskrit word to travel, and it's a very very big travel platform in India. And it's one of the very good success stories we have. They were built using a lot of legacy platforms when it comes to their CMSs, front end development, and Strapi enabled us to modernize them. And it also allows us to modernize them in very gradual phases, not a big bang release as well. And it fit very well with their existing ecosystem as well. So it was easy for them to modernize. Another good success story is a customer in Japan, Fortress. So they were coming from an legacy CMS, and they were really fed up with how expensive it is to migrate it. And if you miss a spot, you're not migrating to that, it becomes almost expensive to migrate it to a newer version. It's better you rewrite the system from scratch. So Strapi enabled them to decouple their front end and back end and provide them a very fast migration. We did a V4 to V5 migration for them in a sprint's time, that is 2 weeks, and it turned out to be really well. Yeah.
So that
So
really fits the building faster together narrative that we
yes,
talked about
yes,
today.
yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Glad to hear that. If you could describe Strapi in one sentence, what would it be?
That would be ability to ability to customize it and have a very less worry about how things are going to get blocked in the future. You can have custom plugins. You can have any user interface built in the StrapiPad admin panel itself. So, as an engineer, me suggesting that technology, I don't get to say that we can't do this in Strapi. There is always a way to get it done in Strapi because you have access to the code base. You can create plugins. You can get open source plugin as well to reduce your development cost. So, so I think I said more than a one-liner, but yeah, ability to customize it is one of the great things about Strapi.
Excellent. Love to hear that. Well, where do you see the CMS industry going in the next 3 to 5 years?
So I think there is a slight gap between a traditional CMS and an headless CMS. Traditional CMSs, although they are not much more technically friendly, they are much more friendly to content managers, and I can see that gap shrinking with headless CMSs. We also saw a very good live preview feature being introduced of Strapi today that bridges that gap further, and I see that evolution in headless CMSs where content managers are also going to appreciate how a headless CMS is, not just a development team from a technical point of view.
So, are there any features or trends that you would like to see in Strapi or in the CMS industry?
Yes, I like to see a very good integration of DAM, and I'll have one more feature that I'll talk about later. So DAM is a very core feature of CMS, and having a very seamless integration into Strapi will make Strapi and any CMS platform very easy to use. So you have a single source of truth for all your media assets, which your digital team is going to transform. They're going to use for other things, and you can just use that asset in your content as well. We have a very good plugin being introduced today that lets you use Cloudinary as a very good DAM platform. It would be very interesting to see such support extended to other DAM solutions as well. There are a lot of there in the market. And another feature is utilizing AI to enhance content management experiences. Being an engineer, I have seen how much AI can improve your performance. You have to do a lot less work now. All the redundant activities are very good taken care of. And if we have similar integrations with CMSs, we can do a lot. There are a lot of use cases in CMSs that we can help solve using Gen AI. So a very seamless integration there would be also beneficial.
Great feedback, great feedback. And what did you think of the Strapi AI presentation today?
That was actually very, very great. It took care of a lot of great things, especially the content builder uh, that is uh, that is further evaluated by a good chat bot experience. That was a very good feature to have. I can just write a few text and have a collection created for me, which even makes a UI collection building even more faster. So that would be really great. And I especially loved the feature where we could just drag and drop content from Figma and have content model created on it, because I know the worst part about working with CMS is creating that large content model. And if AI can solve that for you, that will be amazing.
Excellent. I'm glad you're excited for it. We're excited for it and all of the continuous evolution that's going to come along with it. Uh, any advice for agencies who are looking to adopt Strapi now, who are new to it, haven't had experience with it? What would you tell them?
I I think you can go for it. It lets you start for free. Even the Strapi Cloud now has a free platform in it, so you can research on it quite well. And there is a very good documentation available as well that will help you get kickstarted in a couple of days, and a lot of good use cases as well with modern front end frameworks that you can use for Strapi. And yeah, and I think Strapi documentation is also quite good when it comes to actual use cases of how your customers have built what they are building right now. So, so yeah, I'll say just go for it. It has very less risk as well, being able to customize in well, so you won't be stuck with something that you don't know what to do with. So you can easily customize it, merge it seamlessly with your existing architecture as well.
And I'm just curious, has your team used the AI search that's in our documentation now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We definitely use it. It's quite helpful as well. So, because GPT is quick, but GPT hallucinates a lot. Your chat does not. It gives you Strapi features that are not there, but your chat works very well to pinpoint you in very good documentation as well.
Excellent. It's good feedback to hear. So if people want to find Successive Digital, where would they go?
You can just search for us on Google. You can search for us as a Strapi partner.
Yep.
I think we would be the first one that come up. And yeah, you can, if you are around the Delhi NCR region, you can visit us at our office as well in Noida. We are right there. We are the first tower that starts in the expressway region. But yeah, the best place would be to visit us on our website.
Excellent. Well, shout out to you and your team for all the hard work that you put into Strapi, the community, and really evolving the platform alongside with us. We really appreciate it. And as I said earlier, Successive Digital is one of our solution partners. They're actually an enterprise level partner, and they are working on some really cool stuff. So we're so glad to have you in the program.